Balloon Beats.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hensey, joined this afternoon by the man, Sean Pajerji. How are we doing, Sean?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
Can't complain as usual. You know what I realized? Bro, it's super bright today.
It is extremely bright today. I had to close the blinds, man.
Bro, it's interesting because I'm not used to going live this early. The only other time we did it was, Thursday?
Yeah, and it was overcast.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody currently in the chat. It is 12 p.m. It's not Unhinged time, but today it is. Shout out to Dawn Connolly. I think that's how I pronounce it. Lori, Bright, Jacob, THG, Chibuzi, Dirtbike Nation, Julio, CJ, Futai the legend, Jacob. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Sorry if I miss anybody. But the Yankees do play game 2 of 162 today. Sean, before we get too deep into it, I'm going to say that this is more important than game 1.
You think so?
I think so, just for the sole purpose that Kluber's on the mound. Also, you want to see how this team rebounds from the first loss to start the season, right? I mean, we had a very interesting conversation about this last night. Shout out to everyone who watched the live stream last night with me, Kyle, Dan, and BBD. But I mean, it's interesting to say whether or not it's an overreaction to say that the Yankees did very badly in game 1, because obviously every game this season matters, especially if you end up losing the division by 1 game, right? Yeah. But also it's you don't want to get caught up in these single regular season games, but when it starts to become a trend, that's when it gets nerve-wracking. So that's why I say today's kind of more important, because you want to see how this team bounces back from such a putrid performance on Thursday.
Yeah, and if they were playing I don't know, the Texas Rangers, an out-of-division opponent, and they drop 2 games in a series, it's okay, who cares? But you drop them to the Blue Jays of all teams in the East, it's a little concerning just because that could come back and bite us. We could lose the division by a half game to Blue Jays, and we can look back and these games. So, but I think I'm not really worried about the offense today, because I think Ross Stripling is a really good matchup for the Yankees.
That's what we would think.
He's not Ryu, put it that way. Ryu's a lefty, yes, but he dances around the plate, and when he's on, you kind of can't touch him. But I think that Stripling is a really good matchup today.
Yeah, I agree.
I hope, at least. If they can't get him, I'll be concerned.
No, yeah, same. Because I think out of Ryu, Stripling, Roark, Stripling worries me the least.
Yeah.
Futai says Sean needs Chick-fil-A. That's all I got.
I wish.
Oh, we could have gotten Chick-fil-A
really
breakfast this morning.
No,
this would have been the morning to do it.
Nah, dude, I had a dentist appointment today, man.
Oh, that's true.
Can't be going in there with Chick-fil-A breakfast.
one of these day games where we hop in a pregame, gotta have Chick-fil-A. And then maybe we should get sponsored by them first before we start showing off our Chick-fil-A breakfast.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, if I'm gonna bring my sandwich on, I better have a sponsor.
Lori says Yanks 6-3. Yanks will knock out Stripling by the 5th. I could only hope. CJ says, have you guys watched those Angels White Sox games? Very exciting games.
Yeah,
I actually have. Shout out to Mike Trout, bro. He's just dogging it to start the season. But it's crazy because Angels fans are actually into it.
Yeah, because if they had pitching, man, like they have a good lineup. Like there's nothing wrong with their lineup. They have
No, yeah.
multiple superstars. Like they're good, but it's their pitching, man.
Speaking
They
of
can't pitch.
lineup, Sean, let's take a look at the Yankees lineup for today.
I actually haven't
Look
even
at
taken
that
a look.
transition. So it's just about the same, I
Same
believe,
thing, but
except
Bruce is higher.
Bruce is higher. So DJ's at second, Judge, Hicks, Stanton, Torres, Bruce, Sanchez, Urshela, Frazier. And nothing too crazy, to be honest.
No, I mean, I guess like the most notable thing is they dropped Gio a little bit, just
Yeah.
because maybe he looked terrible, but I don't know.
I'm not opposed to, I mean, listen, but it's crazy to think about because I think that the first five are kind of like locked in there. But I think like Gary can,
Yeah,
if he keeps hitting, he could work his way into 6.
he could.
Unless they like splitting up, like using
I
Bruce to
don't.
split up the righties.
Yeah, I don't think Sanchez will ever be higher than 7. I honestly
Really?
don't think so. Just because like what you just said, splitting up the righties. Because if you have like Bruce, that's like a perfect spot for him. He splits it up like perfectly.
Yeah, I guess. Are you going live tomorrow because Easter? Yes, Yanks time. We will be live tomorrow, even though it is Easter. Fujai says Bruce is higher because it's his birthday. Is it
Happy
actually his birthday?
Happy birthday, Jay Bruce. Let me look that up real quick.
What is he, like 47 now?
I literally thought he was like 36 when we signed him. 34.
THG says this game is
Assuming
also 34.
Yeah, 34. It is today.
Interesting. Happy birthday, Jay Bruce. This game is also important for Kluber. Wants to do his best to reestablish his free agent value for this offseason, and a great regular season and postseason will certainly help out his case. I agree. Like I said previously, this season is likely Corey Kluber's only season with the Yankees because if he does well, he's going to want a multi-year deal with a lot of money. The Yankees aren't going to give it to him, so he's gone. Also, if he performs bad, the Yankees aren't going to want to bring him back anyway. So this is a more important season for Corey Kluber than it is for Corey Kluber on the Yankees, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, we had a conversation once, I think.
Yeah.
On that video of Kluber, yeah.
I agree it is more important. Need to see more hitting with runner scoring position. Dodgers are very good at situational hitting. Saw it last night. We need to show what we can do it too. Did you see Bauer's performance last night?
Yeah, he was cruising and then he got shelled.
I knew Dan really liked Judge, but last night I found out just how much he likes him. Bro, I think a lot of people underrate how much Dan loves Aaron Judge. Like it's actually a sickness. Like I don't know if you guys saw the point last night where we were talking about like the Angels White Sox game and like Mike Trout's game tying RBI single, or it gave them the lead or whatever. I think Kyle brought it up, and Dan's like, "Bro, when I saw that, it just made me so upset because it reminded me that Judge had the opportunity and he blew it." Like Dan, like that's sick that you can't think of Mike Trout without Aaron Judge. Like it's ridiculous.
I mean, I would like to see Aaron Judge come through in those clutch moments.
Bro, it's so sad because like in that 9th inning, I was just picturing, I'm like, oh, this is going to be his first walk-off hit on opening day. It's going to set the tone for the season. And then, of course,
I mean, like we had like picked 2 guys in the Yankee lineup to have up in a clutch spot, and both of them came up, and neither of them did anything. So that kind of sucks.
THG says sponsorships are earned on this channel, not a right. That's true, too. Glaber definitely needs to be better at short today. This is something that kind of flew under the radar on Thursday. Glaber was not good at short.
I mean,
especially after being so good all spring.
One of them was, neither were like give me plays though.
No,
like the first one was like a backhanded slide, like like make at least knock the ball down, like get your
plays
glove
that
on
could have
it.
been made.
Yeah, it could have been made, but like and like the second one, that hop is tough when you're not expecting that to come up on you like that, and then like that's difficult. I think as the season goes on, he'll be okay.
That's what we thought last year.
Listen, but if it was like a routine ground ball, like no hops, anything, and he short arms it or he bobbles it, then that's a problem.
Maybe.
I'm not concerned about it. I'm not concerned about it.
Today is a win if Kluber inspires confidence as today is a win if Kluber inspires confidence as it's against probably the second best opposing offense the Yankees face in the East this season. That's true. Especially because the Rays have scored like 3 runs in 2 games against the Marlins.
They scored one in the Glasnow game and then a couple last. Did they win yesterday? I know they were winning, but then I think they were losing. But yeah, their offense is not scary at all.
Oh, they won 6-4 yesterday. Well, I mean, they had one run through like 7.
I think they were losing 4-2 or something like that.
They were. They came back.
Whatever. No, like you definitely don't sleep on the Rays, but like they don't scare me as much as the Blue Jays do.
No, same. Void is a part of that top 6 too. He'll be there when he gets back. I think at 5-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think once Void comes back, he'll be at 5. Glaber will just shift. Everyone's gonna shift down a spot from that point.
Mm-hmm.
They need to leave Sanchez where he is because I feel like if he moves, he won't do good. I think you just gotta wait until Gary gets hot. Well, like if Gary gets hot, then you never know.
Even if he gets like red hot, I still don't think they move him past like 5 or 6.
No. I definitely not past 5.
No,
definitely
no
not past 5.
No shot.
Irving says Gary 5 spot by May.
No, I don't think so.
What if he's batting like 400?
Okay. I doubt it, first of all, but I mean, still, no, I don't think so. I think that's a good spot for him, like kind of like not the bottom, but right in the middle.
I guess. Did you guys notice the fans took their frustration from game 1 out on Stanton? He got booed big time. It's so annoying.
It's sickening. Like, what are you doing? Why are you booing him? Man carries us all postseason. And he has one bad game on opening day, and he gets booed. Like,
to be honest, I think like when they booed him, it was probably like more out of frustration with the game rather than like frustration with Stanton.
No, there's no way. Like, you can't blame that loss on Stanton.
You know, there are people that are.
You could blame like 5 people before you blame Stanton.
No, because like all the people that hate Gary, they're like, oh, can't hate on Gary today, so let's go back to Stanton hate because that's what was cool in 2018.
It's sick. It's sickening. It's really sickening.
Where's Brandon on the Michael K show? Yes, Brandon is at the Michael K show.
I feel like Brandon would get ripped apart on the Michael K show.
But the funny part is I could definitely see Brandon's like one of the people that call in.
Yeah, and he just gets like, ripped apart.
Brandon from New York. What you doing, Brandon? Dan loves Judge more than Cashman loves Gardner. That's a very good comparison.
It's not possible.
It's close.
I love it. It's close?
It's close. I would say it's close. The first Glaber play, the ball path changed when it hit the grass. Kind of unlucky.
Yeah, sure. It's like they're both like none of them are like routine plays, I would say.
Yeah. CJ says, "What's poppin' squad? What is poppin'? Brand new whip just hopped in. Sean has options, unlike Mike Talk.
I feel like you've said that. Okay.
That was all right.
That was good. That was all right.
Yankees will light up Diego Castillo when we play them. His velo was like 93 to 95 instead of 97, 99. That could also just be like him adjusting to the beginning of the year.
Was he hurt at all? Is there a reason why it was?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
He'll be fine. He's nasty when he's on. He's really good.
The only time Gary hits 400 or better is in BP. Damn.
If he hit 400 in BP, I'd be a little concerned.
I would be concerned, bro.
Yeah.
Gary's so motivated by confidence. I feel like he will be very up and down this year with very low lows and very high highs, no in between. That's like Gary's MO.
That's who Gary Sanchez is, yeah. That's why he hits like 210 but has like 35 homers.
And then, okay, that's also why a lot of people didn't realize like 2020 wasn't that much of an outlier for Gary because in a normal season, he would have 100 more games to work with. Yeah. So the stats would even out because he would probably eventually go on like a month where he would hit like 400 with 15 bombs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he probably
would have how Gary rolls.
He would have finished hitting like probably like 195 since he was all the way down like 140.
Sure.
Probably would have been like 190.
Yeah.
But like 30 homers.
When did you get the tat, Pat? Tuesday, Lori. Will there be a stream at 9 p.m.? No. No stream at 9 p.m. today. We're gonna be going live like 10 minutes after final pitch. So after final pitch, we'll be live, me and Brandon for the post game, and then we'll do that kind of like same amount of time as this, about 30 to 45 minutes. And then maybe later I'll be live on Twitch around like 9 or 10. So just stay tuned for the Discord for that. Dan likes Judge less than Yankees like Wade. The Yankees really do like Wade.
Yeah, but I'll never get over that. It will never make sense to me.
People need to realize catchers rarely have good hitting stats.
Exactly.
That's another thing. I mean,
that's another big thing, yeah.
Bro, because even like when Gary's slumping, he's still like a top 5 catcher in baseball by far, just because of how weak the position is.
There's no like elite catchers besides like Real Muto, and then you got Molina and Posey who are aging. Can't really call them stars anymore.
I agree. The reason people might hate Stan more than A-Rod is this. A-Rod was on the field most of the time, putting up top 5 MVP numbers. Stan has been injury prone in recent history. Sure. I mean, it's fair, but it's also like not fair enough to the point to like ridicule the guy heavily.
Yeah, no, because he's done a lot for this team. I know he's been hurt a lot too, but he's done a lot in the time that he's been on the field.
Yeah. Why is Wade even on the team if he apparently isn't even the first option to be a pinch runner? I
That's
thought
that's,
that,
that's what
bro.
I said.
Also, I mean, Mike Talkman was the first guy off the bench as a pinch runner. I my like rankings as far as what I thought the Yankees thought as far as pinch runners go, Wade, Gardner, 2. So Talkman would be like the third string in that case, no?
He's a good base runner. He's a really good base runner, and he has like sneaky speed.
Yeah, but you don't think that they view Wade and Gardner as like better options?
I'd probably say Talkman's too, just because Gardner's not like as like fast as he used to be. But I mean,
Okay.
even he was a second option off the bench. But I think that was more because they wanted Wade to just play defense.
I think that they didn't bring in Wade because they wanted to save him for like the 10th inning.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But then you ended up like not using him
Yeah, but
there
then again,
anyway.
you don't manage for like they're trying to win the game there. You don't manage for like, oh, just in
No, I
case
know.
you have him. Like you manage for now.
Sure.
So
If Gary bats 230 with 30 bombs and has a little below average defense, and then he's at the top 3 catcher in baseball, yeah, no, easily. I mean, he might be top 2 in that.
I would take that 10 times out of 10. Those numbers. Not even
230
close.
with 30 bombs, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Give me 230, 30 bombs, 95 RBIs.
Give me like
Beautiful stuff.
210 with 30 home runs. I'll be happy with that. Just
210's
over
pushing
200.
it.
Just over 200.
I'd like
That's all I'm looking
220. I'd like 220.
All right, fine. Meet in the middle.
Mike Talkman is a very good base runner. Yes, Mike Talkman. Listen, we love Mike Talkman. Mike Talkman's the guy. Shout out to Mike Talkman.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on Kluber? Listen, I don't know if you guys saw last night, but we had this conversation. I think that Corey Kluber's gonna have a solid year. Dan thinks he's gonna have a terrible year, might even be DFA'd mid-season. I don't think that's gonna happen. But I think we're gonna see like a mediocre year out of Corey Kluber. Obviously, we're not gonna be getting Cy Young Kluber. I think he is gonna have a sub-4 ERA though. Anything above 4, I might not like that.
Maybe like in the range of 3.8, 4.2. In that range. It's probably a safe guess.
I mean, but
I'm trying not to get too high on him, honestly.
No, same. But like, I would kind of be satisfied with that only because I'm not expecting him to be our 2 going into the postseason.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'll be our 3. And let's say Sevy comes back and he's ready to start. He's fully healthy. Then I think Kluber could probably be the 4.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
And like I'll take Kluber as a 4 10 times. Like that's awesome. And you still got Monte and you still got Herman and Devi and all that.
These next few games are so important, like just because of the starting pitchers on the mound. Like tomorrow, Domingo's on the mound. Like you also need Domingo to do pretty well in his first start too, kind of like set the pace for himself going into this year. We have 3 guys who haven't pitched since 2019. They need to start off well.
Yeah, and one who only pitched in like 2020.
Yeah,
Montgomery.
Yeah.
God. It's really just Cole. Like the only constant is Cole.
As down as I have been on Gary's defense, it was actually average to above average Thursday too. His framing was pretty impressive. Blocking was good, and that throw was awesome. This is something that was super underrated from Thursday's game. Gary's work behind the plate, and especially how he worked with Cole.
Game. He had a fantastic game.
We
literally couldn't have asked for more from Gary.
Bro, and everyone was only talking about the home run. Like the arm looked great. His blocking looked great. His pitch calling was great. Solid game behind the plate.
The only thing that we'll never question about Gary Sanchez is his ability to throw runners out.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a perfect throw. You literally couldn't throw it any more perfect than he did.
No. Hot take, Wilson Ramos will be better than Gary Sanchez and Tyler Wade combined at the end of the season.
What team is
I don't know
Ramos
about that, right?
Tigers?
The Tigers. He looks good, though.
He's a good contact guy, for sure.
I like anyone who takes Wade's spot. Let's go, Mike. So, if Talkman, like, produces, right? Yeah. Not only, like, offensively, but on the base paths as well. When Voit comes back, Wade has to go down, right?
I hope. I really hope. But then again, if Jay Bruce like stinks and does absolutely nothing, then it's a no-brainer for the Yankees. He's gone.
Sure. Yeah, sure. But if like Talkman and Bruce are both producing, like you have to get rid of Wade.
And the thing is like you can't even say Tyler Wade is like always here for base running. Like, well, we have Talkman for that, and Gardner if we need it. So what is he here for? You can go get like there's other options that can come in for defense.
Yeah,
like, we don't need Tyler Wade just for his defense.
Yeah, just like Jack Harlow. Low-key Kluber is going to shove today. Expect to be surprised. 12-8, 3.55 ERA. I'd sign up for that every day of the week.
Damn, he's got 8 losses with a 3.5. He's not getting much run support, is he?
My what to watch for. Kluber pitches a solid game. 5 innings, 2 runs / 6 innings, 3 runs. The Yankees can't hit with the runners on. Let me set an over-under for you, Sean.
Oh, jeez.
Over-under 5.5 innings for Corey Kluber today.
I think he goes 5.
So under.
I think he'll be at like 5 innings and like 80 pitches, and Boone's gonna be like, no reason to throw you back out there, unless there's a righty coming up and he wants to get like one more out of him.
You know what the worst case scenario would be? Kluber has to work a lot early. Like it would make me sick if by like the 4th inning he had 80 pitches.
Yeah, and I could kind of see that because like his control wasn't the best in spring. So if he's like first inning, if he's like those like 20 pitches and like half of them are balls, I'll be a little concerned. But I think it's all about a quick start with him.
Yeah. Swainer has his predictions. Cole 258, Tyone 291, Kluber 338, Monty 358, Hermont 318.
We're winning like 120 games if that's the case.
Yeah, if that's the case, the Yankees are the greatest team of all time this season. But yeah, that's very optimistic, Swainer.
Add like 0.5 to all of those, maybe like around there. Besides Cole.
Yeah. Pitch calling is a good take, Pat. He knew Cole wasn't confident in his slider and was very eager to switch the changeup, and it worked. Yeah. I think his confidence in Cole's 4th pitch helped Cole. Yeah. Bro, I don't want to get too high on Gary Sanchez yet, but like Gary's had really good first game.
It's good things to see because especially like it's so easy for a guy to come into opening day after having a putrid season and just be terrible again because it's like in his head and whatnot, but he came out and he had a great game. So
good for him. And also,
like, I'm proud of Gary Sanchez.
I'm not trying to get too high though, because like
no.
We know like Gary is the most inconsistent guy of all time, so he might come out today and go 0-for-5 with 5K.
Exactly. I'm not going to say, "Oh, Gary's back," but it's just nice to see a good, confident game after a terrible season.
Sure,
it's just encouraging. Put it that way.
Swainer says, "I miss Ronald Torres instead of Wade. Good times."
Torres was also just more fun in general. I feel like Tyler Wade brings nothing,
and he actually hit.
Yeah, he did. He really did. He's clutch.
I really wish we had signed Brad Miller or Tommy Lassella to be our utility infielder. Didn't we sign Brad Miller at one point? Am I losing my mind? I could have sworn we did.
I don't think so.
I'm looking.
It seems like a weird guy for the Yankees to sign though. Like, seems like it would make sense.
No, I know, right? Like, it seems like somebody they would put on a minor league deal.
You thinking of like Neil Walker?
Probably, but I don't know. Brad Miller just makes sense for this team. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I don't know.
I think you're losing your mind a little bit because I think he was a Cardinal for a while.
Kluber 7 innings pitched today. Judge 2 home runs.
He would have to throw like 70, 80 pitches through 7. He'd have to be really efficient.
Listen, chat. I'm not gonna make any predictions for today's game because on the opening day pregame, I made a few predictions and it backfired tremendously.
I was close.
You were close.
Yeah.
I said Judge was gonna hit 2 home runs on opening day.
Okay, well, that was a little ambitious.
Also, I asked Sean, I was like, Sean, there's no way Stanton goes 0-for-4 today, right? Like, after his fantastic spring, there's no way he goes 0-for-4. And we're like, no.
You're right.
I was right. 0-for-5. So he one-upped me there.
Yeah, I'm not going to make any predictions today.
Tyler brings really good hair. That's it.
We have Garrett Cole for that.
Hair, I guess. You know, like, I would put Garrett Cole's hair over Tyler Wade's any day of the week.
Yeah.
They got him and got rid of him in 2 weeks.
Brad Miller?
We did 2019 start. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
Minor league deal in 2019. Yeah, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
Makes sense. All right. Judge always hits the first home run in 6th game of the season. Happened last 3 times the open season. So if he hits a home run before the 6th game, that's even better.
That's that's really interesting. I didn't know that.
I know that either, to be honest with you. I hope Sanchez just gets a couple good hits. I'll take a homer, but a single and maybe a double would be awesome. All right, like, hot take. I would prefer Gary gets a single or a double today rather than a home run.
Yeah, I would much rather him poke a double into the right center gap than pull a home run. Because that would show me that Gary Sanchez is probably back.
Especially with runners on base.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like he has the power where all he has to do is poke it 320 feet to right field. That's all he has to do. He used to do that a lot. He used to just hit like pop flies over the wall. That's all he has to do. I
just don't understand what happened.
I don't know.
I don't want to say the weight became an issue, but like Gary did get heavier.
It was just the approach, probably. Just like not being able to hit fastballs. That was big. How many fastballs he missed? Yeah, but and then like chasing curveballs in the dirt, and like it's just
that could also go back to him being out of shape.
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah. Kind of like Glaber was.
Yeah, I mean, but he looks like he's in great shape this season. Like I noticed
Yeah.
it when he was taking batting practice on Thursday. Gary looks lean down this year, so
Yeah.
maybe it'll
He
make a
seems
difference.
really motivated, so I'm gonna hold off on any, expectations or anything more
Yeah.
than that.
If Tyler Wade could hit 250 with like 10 homers, I would love him. But the thing is, he doesn't. He doesn't, and it's not like he doesn't have any pop. Like, bro, when Tyler Wade runs
We've
into
seen
one,
him we've seen
he
him hit
crushes it.
bombs. Yeah. He either hits a bomb or does nothing. That's basically
Who's
his Yankee
better,
career.
Jays or Rays?
That's kind of tough because the Rays have good pitching, but
Rays,
the Jays have the lineup. Like the Blue Jays
Rays.
pitching will not allow them to win the division. I'd be shocked.
No, I mean, unless they have like Jordan Merriweather pitch every inning because that dude's an animal, like straight filth.
When he came in, I was like, "Oh, who is this guy? Like they're gonna tee off this dude," and just nothing. Almost got immaculate inning.
No, I know. And also, like, speaking of that situation, let me just make one thing clear in the chat right now. It really bothers me when I saw comments saying like the Yankees lost because of like the runner on second base rule. They did not lose because
No,
of that. They
they
lost
lost because
because
they
of
couldn't hit the ball.
they lost because their lack of situational hitting. I mean, the Yankees had the same exact situation as the Blue Jays, where they had that runner on second base to start the bottom of the 10th, and they
Yeah,
couldn't score. The Blue
which
Jays
is
did it with their
unfortunate.
first batter. So I don't want to
Also,
hear
it's
like any
Grichuk.
excuses. Bro,
Yeah,
Grichuk, like he's the type of guy where if he went to the Yankees, he would be gone DFA'd in like a month just because of how bad he is. But he goes to the Blue Jays and he becomes like a superstar Yankee killer. Same thing with
I
like
think
Danny Jansen.
I think they put Danny Jansen and him back to back at the bottom of the lineup, like just to piss us off.
That entire bottom of the order, like, isn't it like Rowdy Tellez, Randall Grichuk, Danny Jansen?
Like Danny Jansen has no business working a 9 pitch at bat against Garrett Cole.
No, he really doesn't.
No business doing so. I'm so glad he struck him out. If he got like a big hit there, oh
This is a very interesting topic because I mentioned this like in the middle of the offseason. Like people called me crazy. That's kind of why I like the offseason better than like the actual season because you actually have something to look forward to. Like today, like we're looking forward to the game, but it's like we might just end the day in heartbreak once again.
yeah,
But at least in the off season, it's like you could just imagine whatever you want, like the meditation sessions.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, but
I have
I'll
an idea
never say the
actually.
off season's better than the regular season.
Mentally, like for my mental health, yes,
hmm
it is, bro.
Okay, well, yeah, sure, but enjoyment wise, no. You know
No,
how bored we
obviously.
get?
No, I know. But I think as far as like the meditations go to wrap up the streams, I think for the pre-games, rather than meditating for the Yankees to win the World Series, we should meditate for the Yankees to win. Like today's
I mean, we
game.
should probably start there, yeah, for sure.
Like we could start like a little bit lower because in the offseason we're just straight into World Series, bro.
Yeah,
Maybe
we should have
we'll
been
like
dreaming about winning opening day. Maybe what happened?
people will dabble a little bit. So do you want to make any predictions for today?
Just win. I'm not gonna go in there with like predictions. Just win the game.
You think they're gonna win?
Yes, the matchup is like if Ross Stripling shuts down the Yankees over like 6 innings, then we have problems.
No,
We
I
have
know.
problems. Yes, he's not a bad pitcher, but come on.
Bro, I just want to see the Yankees mash today. Like,
That's what I'm
give me,
saying. Like
bro, 5 runs minimum. Anything
my
less
pr-
than 5 runs, I'll be upset.
my prediction, I think our account tweeted out like predictions, like score predictions. I think I said 7-5 Yankees. Like I could see Kluber giving up 3 or 4, and then but I think their offense is gonna be able to get the tripling, and
Listen,
it
Sean,
better.
I'm not trying to discredit your prediction, but you guys know I am like Pat Stradamus, as far as predicting things.
You just
So
said that you had a terrible predicting.
yeah, but that was fake news. But I think Yankees are gonna win today 8-4.
Oh, so you just added and subtracted one from mine?
No.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
no, yeah, I did.
Yeah, you
Not
did
intentionally.
actually.
Not not intentionally.
No, yeah.
No, Yankees are gonna win 8-4 today. Kluber's gonna go 5 innings, give up 2 runs, 7 Ks, 2 walks.
I could see
Imagine
Kluber
that's his
getting.
exact line.
Yeah, I mean that would be. Yeah, sure. You want to predict his pitch count too?
Well, I'm not para, but I'll try. He's gonna throw 83.
291 with 17 home runs.
No, the best part is he looks into the camera. He's like 291. Like, okay, para. Like it's not that serious. Relax.
I could see Kluber getting into a couple of sticky situations. I'm not gonna lie.
Sanchez gonna hit for the cycle,
Okay, that'll be the day when Gary Sanchez hits a triple.
bro. Imagine Gary hitting for the cycle at Yankee Stadium.
He's gonna have to hit it like off the center field wall, and it's gonna have to like just roll all the way down to the right field line.
No, you know what would have to happen? Like he would have to hit it to like center field, and the
He'd
center
fall.
fielder would have to like break his leg.
Yeah, he'd have to fall.
Yeah,
basically.
and then like the left fielder would have to start running in.
He'd also
leg
fall.
broken. Right fielder running in, both legs broken.
And he's still gonna have to slide into third.
Bro, he'd still have to like chug it all the way to third. It would be a close play. It would be a very close play at third.
I don't think he's ever hit a triple. Maybe he has.
Don't make me pull up the stat. If
He
I could
probably
bet
has.
on it, I'd probably
No,
say
I think he has. He has. I think so.
At least in like 2016 or something.
I think he did hit one in Yankee Stadium.
Okay, Sean, ready? He has one triple in his career. What year was it in?
It was definitely 2016.
2019.
Really? Oh,
2019.
Okay. All right.
Wow, look at Gary. I mean, I can't see where it was, but 2019 was his like solid year. He batted like 232, 316 with 34 homers, 77 RBIs.
That's a great Gary Sanchez year. And with
I'll
the
take that.
improved defense and whatnot, I'll take that.
Yeah.
For sure.
He'd have to hit it super high and hit off top of the wall and bounce back. It has to be a Wii Baseball triple. Bro, do you remember Wii Baseball?
I loved Wii Baseball, man. All those Wii games are awesome.
Pissed.
Bowling?
I used
You
to
ever
get
bowl?
so good. Bro, bowling was the best.
Wii bowling is one of the best, like...
No, you know, like,
such a
what
fun
else was
activity.
awesome? Like, one year for Christmas when I was younger, my mom got me, like, all the attachments for the Wii remote. Like, so you could, like, make it, like, a bowling ball.
Oh, that's
Or, like, a
cool.
baseball bat. No, it was
That's
fire.
cool. That's
Especially
awesome.
the baseball bat.
Kind of like the Mario Kart one, where you can have, like, the steering wheel.
No, yes, exactly like that. But before we get too off topic today, let's wrap things up. However, before we do end the stream today, I say we do 5-second meditation, imagining the Yankees winning today. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
That was good stuff. I imagined it.
Who do you think's closing the game today if needed? Because I don't know if I think it's just all like he's just
I think
winging
they're
it.
just gonna play it by ear.
He's just winging it. Yeah, that's what it seemed like he was doing. But O'Day looked great. The bullpen looked awesome.
Bro, hopefully, like the Yankees have such a big lead today that they don't have to worry about closing it out, right? You could just throw like Michael King in there because they're up by 7.
Yeah, I just hope Kluber can get the bullpen to the 6th inning, and that's perfect. I think we can close it out from there. But anything, more than that might be a problem.
Yeah, I'd agree. But chat, appreciate everyone for stopping by for the pregame today. We will be live directly after the game, so give us like 5 minutes after the final out. We'll be live for the postgame. Hope everyone has a solid day. If you haven't checked out the pre-recorded video that went up on the channel this morning about Nick Nelson being a bullpen X factor for the Yankees, go check that out. But other than that, we will see you guys after the game. Hope everyone enjoys the game. Hopefully the Yankees win today.
Here we go.
Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Peace.
See you.